Hey guys, welcome to She Knows Arsenal. My name is Jessica and I'm your host, and you can follow me on Twitter at It's Jessino. Who's excited for the game? I'm so excited. Like, why am I so excited? I don't know. But France versus Portugal. If this game is not a madness, I'm going to be so upset. Like, it cannot be 0-0. It can't be something boring. I need goals. You guys, I need it to be crazy. Like, that's what I need, you know? So I'm super excited for the game. Let me know what you guys think. But we're doing a live watch along, you know, my commentary. The last two actually went really well. And so I'm really enjoying this. And I'm glad that you guys are back here with me. If you're in the chat box, let me know. And let's look at the lineups really quick, too. Let's see. I'm going to share my screen now. And we'll talk about the lineups really quick. And then I want to get a glass of champagne low-key, because I love enjoying my games with a little glass of wine. You know what I'm saying? Okay, why is this taking me so long? All right, here we go. All right, you guys can see that? Yes, you can. All right, so let's look at these lineups now. Portugal, Patricio in goal, Guerrero, Diaz, Pepe, Semedo. No changes there. Shocking. Renato Sanchez starts today. Danilo with Matinho. Okay, so we have changed the formation around, or changed the way that we're going to use the three in midfield, which I love. We're no longer using a double pivot, taking Carvalho out, doing something a little bit different, getting some more ball progression. Matinho will come in with the passing. Pereira will protect the back line. Renato Sanchez will progress the ball. He's an excellent dribbler, so this should be very exciting. And what happened to Bruno Fernandes? What happened to Bruno Fernandes? Is he injured? Benched. All right, he's benched. And then we have Diego Jota, Cristiano Ronaldo, and Bernardo Silva up front. No changes there. Amazing. Now going to the French team, playing a 4-2-3-1. Lloris in goal. Jules Koundé as a right back. Interesting. Pavard not playing. Varane, Kimpembe, and Lucas Hernandez. Makes a lot of sense to me. Pogba and Kanté in the midfield. Tolisso out on the right side. Am I reading that right? Griezmann in the 10. Mbappe on the left, and Benzema, you know, as the center forward. The first thing I say is, please somebody protect Nelson Semedo. Please somebody protect him. Last game, nobody helped him. Bernardo Silva didn't come back. Renato Sanchez didn't come back. Rafa Silva didn't come back. And I see Mbappe having his way with Semedo on that left-hand side. Tolisso, I'm not really getting this. To be honest, this doesn't make sense to me, him playing off on the right-hand side. The only thing I can think of is that the formation is not the way that it looks on here, and he's playing somewhere through the midfield. Otherwise, it just doesn't make sense, you know, but the guys are coming out now, so we'll see how this shakes out. I'm going to say right now that I think Portugal is going to win the game. I think it's going to be 2-1 Portugal. They need a win. They need to do something, right? So let's see what you guys are saying. Give me your predictions. And I just want to read this out really quick, that if Hungary win and Portugal don't lose, if Hungary win and Portugal don't lose, Germany are out. If Hungary wins and Portugal lose, Portugal is out. If Portugal lose by 4 goals, they're out no matter what happens, you know, so let's just keep that into consideration. So I'm actually going to pull up the other game and put it on as well, so I can kind of keep up with both. Let's see. Hungry. Why do I always do these? And then I'm like, I'm hungry. I might low-key get something to eat too. Okay. All right. So I have both games that I can see. So let's see what you guys are saying in the chat. Mr. Austin says, yo, Jesse, hey, how are you? That Spain match was a fix. You can't tell me any different. Rancid says, good evening. Good evening to you as well. Allez le bleu. So you're going to go for France. Pavard on a yellow, so they may be protecting him. Noel says, I think France are in a 4-4-2 diamond, how they usually are. And Mr. Austin says 3-0 to Portugal. Okay, let's see how much. I have 5 minutes. I'll literally be right back. I just need to grab like a snack or something. Like I'm so hungry. So just give me 1 sec. I'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. Honey. Coming. I'm back. All right. Anthems. All right. You guys don't make fun of me. I was just on Wax's stream, and so I didn't have a chance to like get all my stuff together. I brought my bottle of champagne, so no, I'm not going to drink it all, but we're going to enjoy the game, have a little bit of champagne and some cheese and crackers. You guys asked for these. You're going to have to deal with me. All right, so they're showing the lineups now. I mean, it's just going to be so tough. Like, I think Portugal is such a good team, but they've still looked short of something. And France is also not like quite firing on all cylinders just yet. So we'll see what team, you know, has the advantage. What do you guys have? Do you guys have your snacks? What do you guys eat when you watch games? Let me know. I have some bougie cheese and crackers. So that's what we're doing. But I'm starved. You guys, hopefully this game is exciting. Last time that I did the watch-along, it was Argentina versus Paraguay, and it was so boring. So this needs to be like the exact opposite, like, to be honest. Beer, wheat, and chocolate. Oh man, interesting combination. Very interesting. All right. Sorry, singing. Oh, so I'm sure. Well, I mean, France is already through, you know, so you don't really have anything to worry about. Unless you're worried about the position in which they come. So hungry. This is so unprofessional, but I mean, we're chilling, aren't we? I'm so unserious. Yeah, I love cheese, you guys. Cheese, wine, all that kind of stuff. That's right up my alley. Yeah, we call them chips. You guys call them crisps. That's so cute. Let's bust this open. You guys think Ronaldo is going to score a goal? What do you think? I think so. He's a big game player. You know, maybe that's why they took Fernandez out, because he doesn't show up in big games. All right, here we go. We're on our way. Let's see. You guys, I can't open it. Let's see who decides to take the game to the other team. Who sits in and just protects, and who takes the game to the other team. Let's see. Okay, this is not opening for me. It hates me. We'll do it in a second. Don't need it right now. Thank God. I have it on mute. Taylor Twellman is talking. Pogba with a nice ball in behind for Koundé. Interesting seeing him playing right back. I know he can do it, you know, but usually he plays as a center back for Sevilla. So that's pretty interesting. Yeah, against Germany, it was so hard watching Carvalho and Danilo in the midfield. I just think neither of them are very good with the ball at their feet. So I'm glad that they made the change for this game, because they were not great. Yep, French bench could be a whole new team. Yeah, I mean, just an embarrassment of riches in terms of talent. You look at the under 23s team, under 21 team, exactly the same. So the goal is to get them over the top, you know. Let's see how Portugal deals with that. You guys, let me know if, like, while I'm eating, you guys can, like, hear me crunching. Like, if you can, like, tell me no, like, to stop. I do not want to be, like, crunching in your ear. I'm sure you guys can hear it. Ronaldo crying at some point. Wow. I'm glad that they put Renato Sanchez in. There's a nice ball by him, a nice switch over to Bernardo Silva. Such a good player. Just wish he could stay fit. You guys, we're not going to do one of those weird videos where people are watching people eat. What are those called? We're not doing that. We're not doing that here. But I do have to eat during the stream because I'm starving. Tomato, use your pace. Yeah, that's all you have. I still think Cedric is better than him. Need somebody to open this for me. F. I'm so glad I can watch these games without any sort of like real expectation or anything. It's so much nicer than watching Arsenal games. I can just chill and relax and enjoy it. They lose, they lose. It's a nice ball from Pogba behind. Such a nice pass. Mbappe on Semedo. Let's see. Oh. Yes. ASMR videos. We're not doing those. It seems like France is kind of taking the game to Portugal a little bit. Okay, Portugal now regains possession, and Ronaldo's fouled. Imagine that. Ronaldo and Pogba playing against each other. I love it. We're getting like spoiled with such good players like playing against each other in these games early. I like that. Both teams are playing long balls. Both teams are bypassing the midfield. Bernardo Silva. Oh no, Diego Jota. Excuse me. Renato Sanchez. Oh. I mean, it was kind of a floaty ball, you know, so I didn't think Ronaldo would get power on it, but still a nice move. Now France going the other direction. Semedo. Let's see. Not a very good corner kick, was it? They're playing at the Puskas Stadium for the person that asked. So, that's in is that Hungary? Yep, in Budapest. Teams are both playing pretty quickly, which is nice. You know, none of that slow passing. Both of them are trying to transition pretty quickly. The game is quite intense from the very like beginning. Awesome, Vizzy. I do have the other game on my computer, and I'm just checking in on it every once in a while. It's going to be one of those where probably the Germany-Hungary game is probably going to be the more exciting game, but this one has the most like writing on it in a way, you know, so it's always how it happens. Now, Portugal's passing around nicely. Oh, Guerrero. I'm not even gonna lie, I want to see some fights. Am I wrong? Pogba. Ooh, Pogba. You got stripped. Ooh. Griezmann for France. is so different. He's such a vibe, like, for France. Like, he's not as good for Barcelona, but it's difficult, you know? But that was a really nice tackle. What time Jess is on? Like, what time is it now? Well, I'm in the 8th minute for the game, and it's 12 p.m., like 12:09 here in California. I think that's what you're asking. Wow. I mean, you watch Griezmann play for France. I can imagine why you'd be like, oh, we need to get him. But then we see him for Barcelona, and we're like, yeah, no. I do want to see a fight, low key. Not a fight, you know, but like just, you know, some tension. You know, I just want to sense some tension. That's what makes the game fun. Look at Varane go. Such a good player. It would be a shame if he ruined his career to go to Manchester United. Both teams not really creating any clear-cut chances. Just, ooh, yeah, but they're moving the ball pretty quickly. Hungary's already scored. Let's see. Switch over. You guys are saying Hungary's already scored. Portugal's in trouble. Okay, you guys, again, like if Hungary wins and Portugal lose, they're out. It's just got a lot worse for Portugal here. If Portugal go out this early, you guys, if Portugal goes out this early, it's a shame. Did any of you guys watch Game of Thrones? If you guys have watched Game of Thrones, like it'll be just like the when Cersei had to do her walk of atonement. If Portugal go out this early, they need to do their walk of atonement with somebody going behind them with the bell going, shame. Because this is just shameful. I wonder if somebody's on the sideline like, they scored. Because I know I'd be panicking. Okay, y'all need to get to the goal now. Hungary has been probably my like surprise of the group stages. Like nobody really rated them. Everybody thought that they were just going to be a pushover, and look what they're doing. They're causing chaos in this group. I love it. So George and I will be on later to kind of do like a review / like reaction to the group stages and talk about some of the bigger the fixtures that are going to come up in the round of 16. And we'll also be going over like our goal of the group stages, the miss of the group stages, like, you know, best player of the group stages. So make sure you guys come back right after the game to watch that with me and George. Am I the only one that just doesn't think Tolisso is that good? Mike says, yeah, that they have to do it in the streets naked with somebody going up behind them going, shame. Ding. Yeah, because no. So Mike says they got Mbappe locked down. They need to. Like, after what Gosens did to them, like, they needed to address that left-hand side. So maybe that's why they have Matinho there, and they told Bernardo Silva, like, hey, you need to track back. Pepe seems a little bit more attentive on that side. So, yeah. Yep, as it stands, Germany goes out. But if France loses and Hungary wins, then Portugal's out. That's what, yep. If Hungary win and Portugal lose, Portugal goes out. So they can't lose. If the score stays the same, Germany go out. Exactly. But watch, France score a goal, panic will set in. Panic will set in. Offensively, both teams are unable to create clear-cut chances. That was a really nice goal by Hungary. No shade. Okay, come on, you guys. Get it together. As of now, my predictions are in the mud. Nothing I said would happen is happening. None of it. Should have brought Cedric. I'm telling you, he's better than Semedo. Come on, man. Good pass. Come on. Now they're all the way back to the goalkeeper. It's going to be one of those games. Either way, we get the walk of shame. Rancid says Mbappe with the lion face. Oh, no. Yeah, he should be probably putting that in the back of the net. Mr. Austin says you prefer white or red wine. White, but I can enjoy red as well. I'm a really big, like, sparkling wine, champagne, Prosecco type of person. I like rosé as well. No, not Cedric the Entertainer. Cedric is better than Semedo. Like, let's not get it twisted. We may not rate Cedric for our team, but Semedo is not a good player. Like, I'm sure you're offside. Is Mbappe offside? Either way, he should be putting it in the back of the net. What is Germany doing? Is the rain affecting them? Let's see if Portugal can create a clear-cut chance. Like, so far, it's just been very, oof. This is the thing, Portugal, they have a lot of names, a lot of good players, but offensively, they haven't really looked like a force this entire tournament, and that 3-0 really flattered them. It really did, because it came at the very end of the game, like, once Hungary was really tired, so far in this tournament, they've looked, they've scored a lot of goals. Some of them were own goals, but from an offensive perspective, with the amount of good players that they have, not great. Not great. Even though you don't have to score a lot of goals, really. Semedo. Kimpembe is pretty good. Never really watched him that much, but he's been impressive in this tournament so far. Okay, you're not getting those fouls. Like, stay on your feet. Okay, Matinho, you can still move a little bit. All right, Portugal, come on. Get it together. So yeah, they're waiting for the pass, the opening, but some of this passing is just not getting them anywhere. Over the top. Corner. Didn't I just say Kimpembe was doing good and then he made a mistake right after I said that? Or was that Varane? No, it was Varane. And that was so like way off by Ronaldo. Like that's going nowhere near the goal. He's so lucky. It like bounced off of Kunde. Come on, man. You could do better than that. Oh, it didn't even go off of anybody. I thought it was a deflection. So bad. Come on, press. Oh, good pressure by Portugal, but at the end of the day, you have to still end up with the ball. I mean, you guys said Germany hit the bar? Mm. All right. It's time for this game to come to life. Come on. Benzema coming deep. His link-up play is very good. Come on. France looks a little bit a little frustrated, I have to say, even though they're through already. Portugal's the one that should look a little bit more frustrated because they really need to figure this out. Griezmann is playing well. I mean, he plays well for France. Like, you know, I just wish he could replicate that at Barcelona, but difficult. I do have to say I have been enjoying the Euros, though, to be honest. Like, I didn't have high expectations. I really was like, maybe boring, like, especially like the group stages. But ultimately, like, we've seen some really nice goals. You know, we've seen some really interesting games that you normally would probably be like, not going to be any good. So I've been enjoying myself more than I thought I would. Time to pop this baby open. You know what I mean? Yep, the game does need a spark. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Let's see what you're saying, Tawanda. Tawanda's saying, love Benzema, prefer Giroud though. Interesting. Why is that? Let me know why you prefer Giroud. Guys, in a second, I'm going to have you help me for the next stream so we can kind of talk while this game is unfolding, just in case it ends up being boring. You know what I mean? For you guys, what has been the nicest goal during the group stages? Like if you have to name one goal that you thought was the nicest, was it the shit goal or did you see something else that you thought was a really nice goal that you can think of off the top of your head? Let me know in the chat. Best goal so far of the group stages. Yeah, you guys, I popped the bottle. I did. But that's because, you know, honestly, you guys, like, I love chilling and watching football and like having like a nice glass of wine and stuff like that. So, hey. Is LT Arsenal watching? Watching what? All right. But yeah, you guys, let me know in the chat box what was your favorite goal of the group stages so far. Have Portugal had a shot on goal? Come on, you guys. The whole entire game has legitimately been played in the middle third. Like, it's really like just a battle in this small section here, but nothing else is really happening. Oh, I don't know if LT Arsenal is watching this this watch along. Rancid said love Kane's goal. Yarmolenko goal or the shit goal was your favorites. Nice. Yeah, for sure. I think it has to be between like Schick's goal. I have to think of some other ones because everybody's going to say Schick's goal. There has to be some other nice ones in there. I mean, maybe one of Spain's goals. They scored 5 today. If we were a team that couldn't score before, they sure can score now. All right, let's see. Come on now. It's a penalty. Oh my God. Is he okay? Is he okay though? Like, is he okay? Larice. Is he okay? The way he was rolling around on the ground, like at first I thought he was trying to sell it, but now they look scared. Like, is he okay? I mean, Larice did come out and hit him in the head, you know? Of course, Pepe's getting involved. I need to see a replay. Look at the French players. The whole team. The entire team. Is he knocked out? Oh. Oh no. There's like 5 people that just ran onto the field. Is he okay? Oh my God. Because at first I was like, why is he rolling around like that? And then his like eyes were rolling in the back of his head. Oh, not slow-mo. Oh. Oh. It felt like he hit him, like, right here too. The stretcher? Okay, he looks like he's okay. At least he's up, walking around. Needs to just put some ice to his face. You gotta go be brave, like, to fly in there the way that they do, you know what I mean? But it's definitely a penalty. Oh, the every single time you see it, it gets worse. Oh. All right, Ronaldo, bury this shit. Come on now. Let's do it. We need this badly. All right. Just kick it in the back of the net. Ah! You. We're back. Look at the people who are like naked in there, like in the stands. It's hilarious. 1-0. Portugal with a lifeline, literally, because up until this point, they were dead. Oladaki says, mistook his head for the ball. Poor excuse. Larice being Spursy. Yep. Mr. Austin, you speak any French? Not really. Like, to be honest, I should know more, but I don't. Like, I took French in college, university, and yeah, I didn't really keep up with it. So I would say no. I could probably guess what you're saying, but I can't speak it. Van Auger says, France have to become more direct now. Hopefully the match gets more open. Yes. Bowie the Cat says, Portugal now top of the group. Topsy-turvy settings. I love it, you guys. I said from the beginning that this group cannot go France, Portugal, Germany, Hungary. It has to be more crazy than that. So let's see. So now, yeah, Germany is pretty much out if this stays this way, right? Because if Hungary wins and Portugal don't lose, which now they're winning, Germany is out. Yes, Portugal. That's what I'm talking about. And then England plays the second place team in this group as well. Yeah. Yep. Gilbert is already on it. Robbins. Yep. Already on it. So that's also important too, and Hungary advances, and I almost feel like because of the way that they're playing, like low key, Hungary should go through because they've been a bright spot. Like, I've enjoyed watching their performances. But it'll be funny because they'll go through and then the very next team who plays them will bop them. Like, it's going to happen, right? So, yeah, but Germany being out this early would be horrible. But at the same time, Hungary, it feels like they deserve it to go through. And then England would have to play against France, and we'll definitely do a watch along for that. Robert said the spark initiated. Diallo saw some sparks from Lloris's punch. The way that the way he punched him, it was rough. It was rough. Oof. Mr. Austin, you asked me how much can I drink? I don't get drunk or anything like that. Like, I'm not a big like drinker, getting drunk type of person. I just like a little bit of wine, like mostly for the way that it tastes. I actually like the way it tastes. And so I'm not like a huge like drink until you pass out type of person. Like, I can't remember the last time I was drunk. It's been years. Bernardo just dribbling around in circles. I do like him, though. Bernardo Silva is a very good player. France is freaking out. That will change on an away day at Arsenal. What will change? Me getting drunk? Good run, though, by Diego Jota. I know that Jota is more technically gifted than Martinelli, but I want Martinelli to be similar to him. Like, I want him to keep that chaos factor. Because that's essentially all that Diego Jota is a chaos person. Like, he just creates chaos. And I want Martinelli to be the same. Just a forward that creates chaos. Ooh. Yeah, that's a card. Sorry. France is capitulating. It is raining really hard in Germany. Ooh. Good luck to them. Monsoonish. Homemade alcohols are best anyway. Homemade alcohol? You make your own alcohol? What? Ben Auger says Portugal looked much better playing with only 1-6 and having 2 8s. Yes, they do. In a 4-3-3, Renato Sanchez looks really good, very mobile off the ball, loads of energy. Yeah, it has the right balance. You have your protector person, your more destroyer in Danilo. You have your passer in Coutinho, and then you have your more dribbler, ball progressor in Renato Sanchez. It just feels better. It just feels like the balance is right, and the balance was just totally. It was just too defensive with the Carvalho and Danilo. Oh, Griezmann. France is rattled. Henri Hive says he should have played Lacazette. Exactly. What is he thinking? 100%. Like, it was so funny. Somebody on Twitter was like, oh, I know that France has like so many good players, but it's really a disgrace that Deschamps didn't bring Pepe. And I was like, don't even know what country the man plays for. Like, yeah, Lacazette would be out there trying to get fouls and doing that overly desperate, flopping that he does sometimes, because they look stressed out, and Lacazette in a stressed out environment distresses us out even more. Jonathan Sinclair says, I feel like Giroud fits this team more than Benzema. Made that suggestion to somebody the other day, and they said, well, how can you not call up Benzema? And I said, I didn't say that he shouldn't have got called up. I'm just saying that they look different without him. Maybe he was more integral than people thought. But at the same time, it's early. It's early days. Let's see. Maybe Benzema scores a screamer today. All right. France is rattled. For sure. This is kind of how they looked against oh my gosh, another yellow. Is that their third yellow already? Lucas Hernandez got one, and now Griezmann has one too. Yeah, this is what they look like against Hungary. Where they started making silly fouls and stuff like that. Wow. Tisk tisk. What if France comes second in the group and England knocks them out? You know it's going to happen, right? You know it. If France comes second in the group, you know England will find a way to beat them. Ola Donkey says Griezmann needs to do a goal celebration dance. Bernardo Silva dribbling around in circles. Just hit the ball, young man. Just shoot. Tawanda says Aubameyang could have played for France. Yeah, he could have. He chose not to. I feel like a lot of these young men are they're gonna choose maybe the African country that they're from, or if they have dual citizenship. I feel like they'll choose because it's very hard to make this French national team. You know what I mean? Deborah Ducky says you were hyping Renato Sanchez up, right? If so, he looks great. Wonder what happened at Swansea. My thing is that, I think he's a good player. There's me recognizing that they're a good player, and then there's, do I want him at Arsenal? And yeah, as a ball progressor, I think he fits the bill, age profile, all those types of things, but he can't stay fit. And that's a big issue for me. At Swansea, that was such a random move, wasn't it? So I don't know, but he's still only 23, which is crazy. But he was at Swansea, he was at Bayern Munich, a lot of crazy things. Why did Bernardo fall like that? Did you see him? The way he rolled over? Hi, Tim. I'm great. How are you? The way Bernardo rolled over. Oh. Yep, Swansea, when he was at Swansea. That was so weird. Yep, he did win the league at Lille. He sure did. I like Lille players, obviously, because they're well recruited and they remind me of Arsenal type players. I do like Pepe, and he's from Lille. I think Jonathan Bamba and Icone are very underrated. They could be really good players as well, even if they left France. So that's a really good team. See, now France is just fouling, and Portugal is, they know what to do. You know what I mean? So this is getting more interesting now. I can see one of the French players being sent off. I really, really can, because they're just being silly now. Do I think it should have been a pen? Yes, I do. Yeah, him punching Danilo in the head. Yeah. Robert says, is it possible that Southgate was asked not to play Sancho so much so United can press the price down? Rumor. I'm not sure about that, but it wouldn't be out of the realm of possibilities, in my opinion, that maybe Sancho's head wasn't 100% at practice, because the move to Manchester United is probably on his mind. You see, Kane is not really looking like the normal Kane. And the way Sancho looked after his first move to Manchester United kind of failed. It took him a very long time to get back into it mentally, and I wouldn't be surprised if he was distracted. And England has so much good attacking options on the wings that maybe Southgate just said, your head is not in it. He mentioned Bukayo being really good in practice, so something tells me that maybe there's a disconnect with maybe the way that he's training, and it may have something to do with his imminent move to Manchester United. Yep, France is frazzled. They're done. Like, they're not done, but they're definitely frazzled. I see a red card. I do. Gilbert Robbins says the Germany game is explosive, much more entertaining than Portugal, France. I've switched. Okay, so what's going on over there? What's going on in the Germany game? Let me switch over real quick. I'm not switching over, but I just have it up on my screen now. Is it because it's raining? I mean, Germany needs to get it together, but so does France. Even though France is already through. Oh, he fell in the box. Ref. Are they calling a penalty? Are they calling a penalty? Look at this man in the dress. What's happening here? That was not a penalty. He just fell. Come. Did you see that? That's not a penalty. Come on, sir. What I tell you about Semedo? He let him get on the wrong side. Semedo was on the wrong side of Mbappe. They have to call this back. It's not really a penalty, but what is Semedo doing allowing Mbappe to get on the wrong side of him? They have to call it off. It's not a penalty. Idiot. I do love this ref. It wasn't a penalty. It just wasn't. But at the same time, Mbappe should have never have been on the inside of you. Like, so again, what do we say about Semedo? He does not know how to sense danger, like at all. So lucky. Yep, Germany's 1-0 down still. Robert, it wasn't a penalty to me either. Exactly. I thought he went down kind of soft, like, but really if Semedo hadn't done this, Mbappe was going to fall anyway, but if he hadn't done this, like, he would have got away with it. But at the same time, Mbappe should have never been on the inside of you. So again, why is he there? Rancid says, I supporting France, but it was no penalty, but of course I'll take it. Of course, if you're like, even when Arsenal get fouls and calls that don't look like calls and fouls to me, I'm like, I'll take it. Like, exactly. But it was definitely a soft penalty, and now this game is wide open. Are there any England supporters or anybody from England in the chat? You know, who would you rather play? Would you rather play France or Portugal? You know, let me know. Yes. Yes, he is. Yes. Yes, he is. Semedo, he has like zero technical quality on the ball. And then on top of that, he's unable to sense danger. And so that's like the whole job of being a defender is being able to sense danger. And if you can't do that, then you're in trouble. And he got done again. You know, it's just silly. Come on. Bernardo, that was pathetic. Come on. So here's my thing with Bernardo. He works really hard. He's a very good player, very technically gifted, but he's such a behind the ball player that sometimes it's like, I think he needs to be playing like with City. Like him and Foden play quite similarly where they like to play really. Did he fall again? Where they like to play little tight passes and short spaces and all that kind of stuff. And I don't know if Portugal's game really suits Bernardo as much as it does for like City, or he does for City. They need somebody, they need to run in behind, like, and he plays behind the ball. And so he tends to hold on to it and kind of dribble in circles. And, you know, sometimes I wish he would just beat his man and go, you know, because the way France is playing so high up that if he could just maybe almost kick it past them and run, which would be still difficult, I think he'd be more dangerous, but he's such a behind the ball player, you know, it's just tough. Yeah. They're not even trying to really get close to Renato Sanchez because they know. Kareem. Semedo equals Mustafi. Okay, so this is halftime. Good. Nice. Bowie says, I'm England. I'd rather play Hungary. Exactly. All right. So here's the deal. I am on TikTok, but like I haven't posted a video because I'm like, I still don't know what I'm going to be doing, but I will integrate it somehow at some point. So, but I am on there. I am. And the link is in the description. So we're at halftime. I would love to take a small break. And yeah, so I'll be back in like 5 minutes or so. And we can kind of talk about the first half, make some more predictions. And I want to know what you guys think has been the biggest miss of the tournament so far. So biggest miss or biggest mistake by a single player, a coach, whatever. So just think about that and let me know. I'll be right back. See you in a sec. Hey guys, I'm back. I'm back, still doing the same things, still eating. But yeah, so 1-1, a game that really didn't have a lot of chances, but you know, 2 penalties, one that I thought was clear cut. The other one, the one that France got, a little bit more inconclusive of whether that was really a penalty. I think if Semedo doesn't use his arm, you get away with that. But ultimately, like, it was a very soft penalty either way. It's 1-1. And Germany at the moment are losing to Hungary 1-0. You know, so things are really interesting at the moment. Germany is out. France comes first in the group. Germany and Portugal comes second, and Hungary goes through. So quite interesting. So, Rancid says, according to Kicker, Stuttgart is on the verge of signing Mavropanos. They're going to loan him out with an option to buy. Hope this isn't true. Looks like a horrible deal. Why do you say that? Why do you say it looks like a horrible deal? Mavropanos is not really worth more than that. When I looked at his value, it's about 6.6 million in dollars. You know, so 7 million option to buy feels right. But ultimately, like, I don't think we were ever, last time I checked, we weren't looking to sell him. They were always going to loan him for another year and see what happens. So that doesn't really seem like a really bad deal to me. He's not somebody that we think about on a regular basis and think that he can come into our team. So we'll see. Robert says, what's the meaning of Delta Sigma sign? Maybe nothing, but you never know. It's a sorority. Yeah, it's a sorority. So it's Delta Sigma Theta, actually. Yeah. So Dominic Szoboszlai, I wish he wasn't injured. Yeah, I mean, I wonder if he would have made a difference in this competition. Obviously a really good player, and has went to RB Leipzig and hasn't really played for them at all. But at the same time, like, he was 19. And I think when you look at players that come from that league, I think they need another step in between their big step. And I don't think that this would be the last step for Szoboszlai, but we'll see how he does next season. You know, Leipzig is gonna need them. Let's see. Yo-Yo says Renato Sanchez looks a player. He'll return to the top tier of football as long as he avoids injuries. That's the biggest thing, is his injuries are quite vast. It's quite a bit, you know. But he's such a good player, and maybe I think he made his big move to Bayern Munich a little bit too early, and now he's kind of rehabilitating himself and putting his head down and playing hard, you know. So he's somebody that if he could stay fit for another year, maybe he'd be a nice option to bring into Arsenal. You know, we have a very good relationship with Lille. I just wish we could get their recruitment department and all that kind of stuff, you know, but I just want to share this with you guys real quick. That's his injury record, you guys. That's especially like there's muscular issues the entire season, this past season that just went by, hamstring, muscle injury, muscular problems. I think he's somebody that you want to avoid. If you have, you know, Europe and you're just looking for that last piece of somebody who can just fill in for just a small amount of games, you're not going to be reliant on them, then, you know, maybe you look at a player like this. But I mean, that is just, and he's been at Lille for 2 seasons and he's missed at least 100 days. I can count right there at the very least, you know, hamstring, muscle. So I think this is somebody who's a very good player. I'm glad he's rehabilitating his career, but wow, that's a lot of injuries. Let's see. So yeah, it's a very interesting game. It should get a little bit more open. You know, we'll see how things go. You know, so what's been the biggest miss or the biggest mistake in the competition so far? You know, me and George will be talking about this after at 10 p.m. UK time, but I just want to know from you guys, like, just, you know, so you can help me with my homework so I can figure this stuff out. But I have, like, just because it's fresh in my mind, one of the biggest mistakes I saw was Dubravka, you know, earlier today against Spain. Hitting the ball into his own net. That was pretty funny, but also a huge mistake. Morata, all the misses. He missed a lot in this competition already. McGinn versus Croatia had like a 2-yard, you know, shot and missed it. You know, so let me know what your biggest miss / biggest mistake has been. It could be like leaving a player out, you know, playing a certain player, playing a formation, a miss just on the pitch. Just let me know what you guys are thinking. Yeah, that Dubravka one was a little bit funny to me, to be honest. Oh, all right. Oh, that's what you're talking. Okay, so Vizzy was saying, LT Arsenal was saying Nelson is not a right back and a 4. He's a wing back. Cedric would have been the ideal choice. I agree with that. I agree with that. We may not rate Cedric, but he's definitely better. Let's see what people are saying on Twitter. Laughing, talking. England fans worried. I think they want to play Portugal. They don't want to play France. People want Renato Sanchez at Arsenal. No surprise. So many Arsenal fans. Renato. Come on, you guys. Look at his injury record and come back. All right, let's see what you guys are saying. Dubravka from Spain, mistake. Dubravka, Bowie says Lewandowski missed from 4 yards today. Yeah, he did have a shocking miss. Dubber Ducky, 2 CDMs being played by multiple managers, so the double pivot. I'm going to put that one down. Yo-Yo says there was a spectacular pass back the other day. Forgot the teams involved. Spectacular pass back the other day. I have to look that one up. Kane ghosting in the games again. Yeah, he's definitely going to be somebody that I add into my one of the biggest disappointments of the group stages so far. Besides Turkey, wow, so many people got that one wrong. Even me a little bit. You know, I thought they would do much better than what they did. But Harry Kane has been really underwhelming, hasn't he? You know, so who go in there. But yeah, the two CDMs thing, I think that's really interesting to talk about in terms of maybe England and Portugal, who will both use that. And it hasn't really worked out, you know, so I'll definitely put that one down. But the guys are back out, so let's see if there are any changes. Actually, before they start, give me 1 second, I'll be right back. Right back. Don't go anywhere. Okay, I'm here. Sorry, guys. I needed to do something really quick, so let me just tell people that we're still here. Looks like there is a change being made. João Palhinha coming in for Danilo. I guess he was not okay from being punched in the head. I wonder why he didn't bring in Carvalho. Does he have a card? So they took Koundé out and put Digne in. Robert says you missed socks malfunction. What happened? Mr. Austin says Turkey should have done much better. They were great in the Nations League, and their star striker won the Lille League. All right, Portugal on the front foot. And Bernardo Silva waits for the ball, and it gets picked off by Digne. N'Golo Kante. Oh no, Koundé's still out there. So they took off Hernandez. Good, Pepe. Good. Yo-Yo says North Macedonia's keeper made a few mistakes too. Yeah, we'll definitely be talking about that on the stream in just about an hour. And just kind of review it. And we'll also be talking about the round of 16 games, you know, and see what games are going to be the best, you know, and kind of predict what we think is going to happen in those games. It's so funny because they speak about Digne, so they love him in the Premier League. Like for Everton, they're like, Digne. I'm like, Tierney is so much better than him. It's ridiculous, you guys. Come on, calm down. That was nice. Is he offside? You're off. And then the second goal he scored that calls offside. That's called for offside. It's offside. He's off. You're off. No, they chalked it off. No way. I guess Benzema showed me, huh? Portugal are out now. They're out. As of now, they're out. Jessica in the mud. Oh no. So what happened to Ruben Diaz? Why is he not the same as he is in at Manchester City? What's going on there? Portugal are out, man. It counts. Bowie the Cat says 2-1 France. Robert says they should start counting offsides as half goals. Exactly. Oh, God. I don't know if France can or Portugal can come back, you guys. I really don't. I'm not sure. That's not the way you guys are going to score. Portugal, I picked them to go really far in this tournament, you know? They're really letting me down right now. Like, I'm hurt, low-key. Yep, Portugal's out as it stands. Yep. Mr. Austin says Portugal can still win. I mean, they have to do more than just hit long balls into Ronaldo. There's no interchange of play. Like, they're not really doing anything. They get it and they start doing long balls and it's not really working. They need to try something different. And unfortunately, long balls over the top against France to me doesn't seem like the best way of doing things because they're so fast and athletic that it's kind of like, come on. I mean, when's the last time Portugal had a clear-cut chance? Like, you know what I mean? Like, Dini is so annoying. Why was he coming off the pitch to sit down? Does he have to come off? He pulled something? As it stands, England play Hungary. So annoying. Coca-Cola bribed the ref. Ben Auger says, Pogba's passing range. Yeah, he has excellent passing range. Robert says, Portuguese people are very friendly. I noticed when visiting. Glenn says, they're breaking your heart. Yes, they are. A little bit. I mean, it's kind of like, you know what I mean? Like, I want them to do well, but at the same time, like, it is what it is. We'll survive. So you were on for like 5 minutes. Sorry, but it just annoys me that in the Premier League, they kiss his ass so much. And I'm just like, do you not see Tierney? Like, he's way better than him. Get over it. All right, so now Rabiot's on. Let's see how that changes things around. They move Kimpembe. Are they playing a back three now? Because I know Rabiot's not playing left back. I know he ain't. Oh, he is. Kind of. This is a back three now. Oh, wow. That was a really nice turn by Mbappe. Semedo. Did you see that? Come on, Renato. Come on, Renato. That was a foul. It's a battle there. Renato Sanchez and Conte. Dini is off because he's injured. He got injured in like 5 minutes. Trying to say, I think he was trying to say that it was like some sort of like really bad foul or something, but like it really wasn't. Portugal looked better with this midfield, but like let's be real, they're still not creating chances. And that's an issue because even France is not, in my opinion, playing that well, but they know how to still create clear-cut chances by playing Benzema and Mbappe into space in behind. France are playing a relatively high line, like not suicidal, but you would think that they would try to get, well, again, maybe it's just too difficult to get past Conte and Pogba, but really that space in behind them is the space that they need to penetrate. They're not getting in behind Conte and Pogba. They have not they have not had good possession behind the midfield of France. Robert says it's actually ridiculous that people follow blindly. Ronaldo put away Coca-Cola and the company lost $4 billion. I didn't know that. I just saw kind of like the videos of him taking the Coke like off of the table. But yeah, those are the sponsors for, the competition. So it does make sense that if he, took that off the table, that could hurt Coke. I don't know, you guys. I think Portugal's done. I think they're done. They're not creating chances. Like, when's the last time Ronaldo had significant possession or had a significant chance? He hasn't. Diego Jota, Bernardo Silva, I can't think of them really having the ball. The only person that I can think of that's had quite a bit of the ball is Renato Sanchez. Like, that's it. Portugal fans, they are worried. They look worried. I'm worried too. Come on, Semedo. Running. Oh, did you see what he just did? Did you see what he just did? He dribbled straight forward in a straight line and then like banged it off of Bernardo Silva's shin. Benzema has 2 goals in this game. Come on, you guys. Create a chance, a single chance. Turn, go! There we go. Oh my God. Ronaldo letting the ball just dribble out of bounds. Come on, you guys. Create something. Conte is so good. Rabiot is really out here playing left back and doing a job. Did you see that run from Rabiot? Wow, that was really good. He's really out here playing left back or left wing back. Pembe, Griezmann, nice turn by Griezmann and a foul. Ruben Diaz. Oh, no, not Ruben Diaz. Paulinho. He's tall. He's a big guy. Not Paulinho. Portugal ain't got no juice. Robert says some teams are just not gelled together. Turkey was extremely ungelled. I mean, the weird thing is that they look super gelled, before in the Nations League. So not sure where it came apart, But then I think good tackle by Semedo, like those games before the major competition, can be kind of deceiving, Tawanda says, do you play games PC or otherwise? No, I'm not really a gamer, if that's what you're asking. No. So let's see what's going on. Renato Sanchez, come on. Come on. Handball! There we go. Koundé. Yeah, clear handball, clear as day. We're back. The penalty game. Look at the guy behind too. Was like, oh. It was a handball. Get over it. All right, come on, Ronaldo. Let's do it. To Koundé, that's so sad for you, man. I feel bad for him. I do. Is this not his debut? It's a penalty. It's a penalty. Like, stop crying. Come on, bury this. Bury this. Come on. And we're back. We're back. We're back. We're back. We're back. Come on. Yes. Yes. Yes, we're back. Okay, so now Portugal are first in the group, right? Or are they second in the group? No. Let's see. So France are still first in the group. Germany are out. Yeah. Yep. So Portugal would play against England. France comes first in the group. Hungary goes through, advances. I think Hungary deserved that no matter what. And Germany out. I mean, people are talking about Portugal. What's going on with Germany? I understand it's raining, but like, get over it. Yay. Dubber Ducky says, is Koundé and Ben White similar profiles? Yeah, they are. I was actually thinking about that when earlier in the first half, and I was thinking, I think that's really how we're going to use Ben White, you guys. I really, really do. I think he'll play right back. We haven't been reliably linked, like with any, right backs, like we really haven't. And Ben White would be really good for that inverted right back role, because he's basically like a midfielder. So Koundé can do that too, but I think Ben White might be a little bit more technically gifted than Koundé. But yeah, they're pretty similar. And it helps because neither of them are the tallest. So if you can play right back, it kind of helps you out. If the team is like kind of needing taller center backs, you can still be of use. It's not like you could play Mustafi right back. You know what I mean? He was just so short. Robert was saying, for me, it's not a pen, but good game, but good for the drama. Exactly. Olivier says, please give a Portuguese passport to the commentator. Rancid says, I like the table as it stands now. Starboy says, I want to play hungry in the next round. I need a France goal. Robert says, just shoot into a player and it strikes their hand. No need to shoot at goal. I mean, yeah, that's kind of how it is. But at the same time, it's like the rules are just written where they don't really take intention into it because you never really know somebody's intention. That's not something that you can gauge. So if you're making your, your frame bigger, your person bigger by having your arm out in an unnatural position, which up by your head right here is unnatural, Okay, you guys are saying Germany scored. So what does that mean? What does that mean? It doesn't mean much, does it? What does it mean? What the hell was that kick? Take Bernardo Silva out. Goal by Kai Havertz, isn't it? So Portugal would still go through, but they would come in third. So Germany would be playing against England. This is annoying. Okay, can't come third in the group. That's unacceptable. Then we need another goal. Look at the way Pogba runs. So funny. I never understood the sleeve, like the sleeve on the arm, on his right arm. But gosh, he could ping a ball, Ooh! The way Renato Sanchez just bodied Benzema off the ball. Inject it. Come on, you guys. Another goal would make me very happy. Jota hasn't done much in this tournament. I'm saying that now. He's been kind of, regular. The group is so spicy. Oh my gosh. Hungary scored too. Oh my gosh, you guys. You guys, I told you this needed to be the group of chaos. And I'm getting what I asked for. Look at Yogi Low. What happened, Sane? Was it your fault? You guys know Hungary deserves this. You know they do. They do. They deserve it. This is good for England, tell you that. Let's see the goal. Oh, Sane. That was just poor defending, silly defending from Leroy Sane there. Like, no defending. Defense optional by him. That was really not good. Yes. Chaos. Portugal second in the group. Germany out. All right. I'm loving this. I'm enjoying. Yep. Portugal second in the group. Come on, get it out. Why is Pepe passing it to Sanchez there? Thank you. What is he thinking? What's happening? Mbappe's runs are elite. Oh, I thought Pogba scored. Oh, I thought Pogba scored. Oh, geez. So that was a save by Patricio. Yep, that was a save. That was nice. Yep, two really crazy games. Loving it. Exactly. Robert says, I actually support Hungary most from this group, but I never expected that. I mean, they deserve to go through based on being in the group of death and really making all three teams work really hard. So I think they should go to the next round, but I just know whoever they play in the next round will bop them. That's how it goes. You know what I mean? Deborah Ducky says, I don't get it. Why is Pogba so good for France? Well, might have something to do with somebody named N'Golo Kante. You know, like he can make anybody look good, you know. But Pogba is a very good player, but I think he has the right environment around him in France. Like he has N'Golo Kante next to him and just like really good players to play with. They understand him. They play in the system showcases his abilities in the right way. Like Pogba pretty much just plays in the center circle and hits Hollywood balls all day long, you know. And for Manchester United, I'm not sure that that's what he's being asked to do. And he's pretty much the playmaker in this team, you know. And at Manchester United, it's Bruno Fernandes. You know, it's different. So, but I think, okay, I just want to say that Rabiot is playing very good as this like pseudo left back midfielder role really well, you know, but Pogba just, the environment's not the same, you know, and he's loved here, you know, adored here. And at Manchester United, he's been casted as the villain, you know, so no surprise, you know, but again, if you put me next to N'Golo Kante, I'd probably look world class. You know what I mean? Yep. Pogba is super talented, just not motivated at United. Yeah. I mean, if you look at Pogba and then you look at Bruno Fernandes, like two players played for Manchester United. One plays excellent for their national team, but in a shadow of a player in club level. And then Bruno Fernandes is not even on the pitch. You know, it's odd, isn't it? You know, but then that's rich coming from me because we don't really have that many people in the Euros. But when little Chile had a chance to show out, he did, didn't he? Little Chile. Okay. I wish Rabiot's situation was different. Like he didn't have a crazy momager and his attitude wasn't suspect because I do think he's a really good player. But he also needs to be in like a really good team. I don't think he could play in a struggling Arsenal team. I don't think he'd be good for us. Get it out. Not Bernardo Silva heading the ball out. All right. I mean, right now I'm chilled. I'm very chilled. I'm relaxed. You know, nothing to worry about at the moment. Because Germany is shitting the bed. You send the link to George. Remember, you guys, in about 30-ish minutes, we'll be doing a reaction from the group stages, talking about the upcoming games for the knockout rounds, and kind of going around and talking about the best player, the biggest disappointment, the biggest miss, all those great and wonderful things. So make sure you guys come back at 10 p.m. UK time. Oh, that wasn't a foul? Okay. Excuse me. You don't need to be shooting. You don't need to be shooting right now. Why is he shooting? Paulinia. Rabiot and Xhaka are nothing alike. Why do you say similar? Yeah, momager. He has one of those crazy mom managers, but is Ruben Neves coming in finally? But at the same time, like he fired her, you know, so there's that. I guess we get to see Arsenal target Ruben Neves play. You know, I thought he was like 5'8". He's tall. He's like 6 foot. Taller than I thought. Robert says mentality of Bruno and talent of Pogba. You have the perfect player. 100%. You hit the nail on the head. If Bruno has an elite mentality, but he just can't do it in the big games. Like, I don't know what it is. And then Pogba, he only really has that mentality here at France, you know? But it's hard to be really excellent for club and for your national team. I think most players are either one or the other, you know, so I don't really blame him. You know, if you're elite, at least for one team, I think that's good for a player. It's very rare that you're both, in my opinion. Mbappe, good. One thing you can tell the French players like love each other. You can definitely tell they love each other. It's kind of cute. All right. Portugal trying to build out of the back. Quite slowly, seeing what's going on in the Germany game. Let's turn them on for a second. Germany's still losing as of now. What's happening? Okay, good. I'm trying to watch both. Okay. Pepe just kicks it out of bounds. Clearly not your forte. Do any of you guys want Ruben Neves to come to Arsenal? Let me know. Those links have kind of died down a little bit, but is that who you guys want to come to Arsenal, or are you more like Yves Bissouma? You tried to do a run forward there. That was a very tight onside call or offside call. I think out of all of the bigger teams like France, Germany, and Portugal, I think it's most acceptable for Germany to get knocked out, to be honest. I mean, they still should not be getting knocked out. It's still shameful. But at the same time, like, I don't think people had high expectations of them. I think the expectation changed after they beat Portugal 4-2. But I mean, if you really look at this team, they're in transition. And if they get knocked out, it wouldn't be the end of the world. Now, for France and Portugal, unacceptable. Pogba he looks so comfortable out there. Germany needs a goal. Nice 1-2 there. Yeah, that was a nice 1-2, a nice move by France. But you guys, again, when's the last time that Portugal had a clear-cut chance? They're not creating chances. Like, they've gotten 2 penalties, but they literally have created nothing. They're not gonna make it, you know. I mean, again, at the same time, though, like, Portugal will 1-0 their way all the way to the end, but still, I think they should be creating more clear-cut chances with the players that they have. Hungary don't look scared at all, I'm telling you. LAFC. So, yeah, LAFC is starting to get on my nerves. They're arsenaling me. They're not playing very well. They're not getting the results, and I'm worried, but hopefully they can get it together. Boy the Cat says Basuma. Basalt says Neves depends on the price. I'm okay to overpay for Basuma. Van Auger says, I would love Neves for his passing and shooting, but the priority is still a player like Basuma that brings energy to the midfield for me. Yeah, I agree. Gee, the Delta Sigma Theta is a sorority, so that's basically what it is. Yeah, so, yep. Let's see if LAFC can pull it together. But you guys, seriously, like, between LAFC and Arsenal, I just can't. So Dillo is coming in now. For Semedo, who's injured. Diego Dallo. Or Diogo. All right. I mean, I'm chilled. I'm chilled right now because, I mean, the reality is for a minute it looked like Portugal were out of this competition. But right now they look fine. Okay. So Germany has now brought in Musalia. And did they bring in Kevin Bolland as well? So yeah, they're desperate. They are desperate. They brought in a striker for a defender, and they've brought in they've taken out Gosens and brought in Musalia. So Germany's desperate now. See, best Arsenal player of 2010s, or so basically like Emirates era, but before the last couple of years. Probably Alexis Sanchez, I would say. Maybe you could say Cesc, well, no, because he was there from before that. So I would say probably Alexis Sanchez / maybe Mesut Ozil before the second contract. All right. Renato Sanchez has the ball, but he dribbled through traffic. Watching both games at the same time. Germany is now desperate, so they brought in new players to force the issue. Oh gosh, they have Timo Werner out there. Is Musalia now? 2-2. Goretzka. What's going on? I mean, Portugal still goes through, but like the optics of third place is just not good. Not good. I almost need you guys just to score another goal for pride's sake, but fair play to Germany. Just so sad. I feel like Hungary deserves to go through. The German commentators are going nuts. I'm sure they are, because just a minute prior they were out of the Euros. I mean, so annoying. Goodness. Jonathan says yes, Germany. 2-2. Alexis, Santi. Yeah, I would say Mesut Ozil, Alexis, Santi, probably those three. They're all very good. Top quality players. I mean, I did have Germany coming second in the group. Portugal, man. Don't you guys think it's kind of unacceptable for Portugal to come third in this group? I mean, with all of the talent that they have. I mean, it's okay to go through, but like, come on now. 2-2-2-2. England versus Germany on the cards. I mean, that's going to be an interesting game. A lot of players that know each other, you know, that should be interesting. But right now I'm looking at Portugal like, this is not good enough. Kimpembe, that was a rough tackle. Yeah, Ramsey, it's the thing about Ramsey is he's a moments person, and I don't think he really put together enough games, you know, in my opinion, to really be considered like one of the best players in that era. I mean, he was probably like top 5 maybe, but like at the same time, it's like based on moments. Yeah, I wasn't the big Ramsey person, to be honest. Score a goal! Come on, come on, come on! We're not even creating chances. England's coming home. Yeah, all this passing, yeah, you need to be going that way and creating chances. Come on, Bruno! I've never said that in my whole life. Come on, Bruno. Yuck. Need to wash my mouth out with soap. Ugh. Ronaldo and Pogba talking smack to each other. Injected! I love it. Come on. At least Bruno's trying. Griezmann. Nice shot. Okay. Trying to see what's going on in this Germany game. Oh no, it froze. Still 2-2. Unless they are bringing on Sissoko. They must not care about this game. France must not care. They're like, you know what, we're through. It's fine. Let's just throw Sissoko out there. Sissoko. I called him Sissoko. Doesn't matter. The fact that he makes this team is a joke. It's a joke. Like, Sissoko is, no offense, but very difficult to watch on the ball. He's another one that has no technical quality. Yeah, he can get in and amongst people. He's decent defensively, but nah. Okay, Renato Sanchez is coming out now, and they're bringing on Sergio. You know, I think he had a good game. I mean, ultimately, he was unable to really help create chances, but the team as a whole has really struggled to create chances. So, but I do think Renato Sanchez made a good account of himself. You guys, if Germany scores, I'm done. I don't think it'll matter though, because as long as Germany beats them, and it's fine. Still, it's just France wins the group, Portugal advances. So Portugal, okay, France will play Switzerland, Portugal will play England, and Germany will play Belgium, something like that. We have some good games coming up, you guys. I'm excited. Let's see. Bowie the Cat says Ramsey's agent rubbish the return to Arsenal rumors. Thank God. B Salt says, have you been to House of Football in Highland Park, Louisiana? Heard their kit collection is amazing. No, I have not, but maybe I should look them up and make a trip out there. That sounds interesting. Yes, man. D says, I agree. Sissoko isn't very good, but he has that Xhaka-like influence off the pitch. Everyone loves him. So overrated. That's so overrated. I mean, I get that. Those are like soft factors, but for me, it's like, what do you bring on the pitch? Are you good enough? You know? And I just think, yeah, I guess it's okay to have those type of characters in the pit and in the team and all that, but it's also because he's, you know, Spurs, you know, so it's like, ugh, you know. Bruno Fernandes. He's trying, but he's not playing very well. Robert says, yeah, I can't believe we're only in the group stage. Cup tournament hasn't even started. Exactly. Yep. Group F. Yeah, the madness group. I was hoping for chaos. Mr. Austin says, have you been attacked by the Jacka fans on Twitter before? Yes, I have. Jacka FC has attacked me before. But it's okay. I understand why, you know, but at the same time, like, I think some fans go overboard with their, you know, assessments of him, and then others are like just defending him just to defend him, and like they get really offended. But like for me, the Xhaka, as good of a season as he's had, there's still a limit to our success and what we're able to do with him at Arsenal, you know, so I think it's fine for him to go. You know, he just is fine for him to go now, you know. But yes, they have attacked me before. Have you seen the stats? It's like, I know I've seen them, but still. Ramsey on a free and salary cut, yes, yes. No, Ola Donkey, no. Not even on a free, not even on 20K a week. No way. I just think we need to be over it. You know what I mean? We don't need to be bringing him back. Robert says, it's still 2-2-2-2. Everything can change yet. Yep. Tawanda says, I rate Xhaka, but he's so annoyingly inconsistent and upgrade is needed. Yep, an upgrade is definitely needed. It's just time, you know. I think like some of these players just need to just move on. Like, not because they're bad players, but because we just need to see there's too much trauma attached to them for Arsenal fans. Get up. He's trying to get a penalty. Get up. Come on. Kingsley, that's not a foul, sweetheart. It's not a foul. Oh, actually, it was kind of a foul. But it's out. If it's anything, it's outside of the box. You know. Oh no, it's kind of inside. Yeah, if anything, it's outside. Bruno. So Germany-Hungary ended 2-2. You guys know it can't be. It can't be a penalty. You guys, it can't be. It's half foul. Yeah. Tom Water says, might as well bring Jack Wilshere back at this rate. Yeah. And I love Jack Wilshere. So their game has ended. So potential penalty check. I mean, it wouldn't change anything because France would just, well, yeah, it would. It would mean Portugal would have three. So yeah, good. 3 points. Yep. Good. It wasn't really a penalty. Like it was, I get what you guys are saying, like a half foul. You guys, Portugal hasn't created a single chance in this game. Not one. Not one. Not one. Not one. Let's see. You guys, make sure you come back in just a couple of, in about, a couple minutes. You know, me and George will be on. Talking about these games. Best player, best team, all that stuff, you know, and talking about the next fixtures to come. It's been a good game. Even though it didn't really have like a lot of clear-cut chances, it still had enough drama for me. So I enjoyed it. So yeah, that game is over too. So in the end of the day, France is first in the group. Germany comes second. Portugal comes third. Hungary is out. Not great from Portugal, to be honest. I'm kind of disappointed in them, if I'm honest. You know, this is not a good look. It's not, you know, what we expected. But ultimately, you know, it is what it is. It was the group of death. So let's see what they can do against other teams. And yeah, so all right. So I'm going to go ahead and join George on the next stream. So I'm actually going to drop the link for you guys. So you guys can join us in a second. Thank you guys so much for joining me on this watch along. I really appreciate it. This was a lot of fun. Yeah. And I'll see you guys in a couple minutes if you decide to join us for our group stage reaction. And if not, I'll see you maybe tomorrow. So bye, y'all.